Hello, I'm Sydney Resslink, and at just 25, I'm here to introduce my second of 3 books that I've written. My first book was a high school project that is unintended for publication, at least at the moment. I might edit it later. My third book is a project that I'm currently working on, but my second book is called Logs of Star-Crossed Lovers. It's a science fiction book written in the second perspective, so I, being one of the main characters, am telling you this story, one of our secondary characters. Our main character is Ash. They are a voyager of 20 years. Voyaging is essentially space trucking. They go to meteors, they drill resources, and they bring them back after going on long voyages, about 18 months usually. And while we are also learning about the present day adventures of the Voyagers, we are also flashing back to Ash's mafia past with an organization called the Union, which was based actually on America's early day unions and their involvement with the mafia, or should I say the exploitation of the mafia to the unions. Our secondary character is Elle. She's a midlife crisis mother of 2. She is a family lawyer who, after retiring and going to a vocational school in order to do voyaging, she is now shooting herself out to space to follow some of her passions. And she is one of our characters who has amazing critical thinking skills, and she's constantly pointing out the issues of intergalactic environmentalism within the story. She points out the pollution, the endangerment to alien species of life. She sees the indulgence of the rich when they come to this open frontier of space and how they domineer and exploit it. I started writing this book as a personal project during a period of unemployment. It was one of the things that gave me great passion and purpose. And I also started writing it because I was exploring some feelings of uncertainty after a breakup. Now, the issues in the book don't directly correlate to that breakup, but I have seen this issue of a moral inferiority complex among lots of people, especially nowadays with the loneliness epidemic of men. There is just a certain feeling that if you are not as morally righteous as the person next to you, that there is some reason to tear them down. And this book, our main character Ash struggles with that because of their past involvement with large criminal organizations and how Elle would never be a part of that. But something about this book is that there is a very forgiving tone. I tried deeply to understand their perspective throughout this book. And the forgiving tone is shown in how Ash, in their present day actions, shows themselves to be hero time and time again. And if you want to know what those heroic acts are, you'll just have to read the book. But this book is actually written from Ash's perspectives. The prologue is the beginning of the actual radio logs from when the two's ship break down and they find themselves adrift in space. And this whole novel is Ash recounting their love story to Elle as they plummet towards what they assume to be their final few days. I'm very proud of this book. It was a very awesome project for me to be involved in, and comment if you'd like to beta read it. I think it's a really interesting premise, and I hope one day to get a lovely publishing deal with it. Have a lovely day, folks.